friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. I am a stay-at-home homeschool mom of one girl, and today I'm going to show you some of the fun extra things we are going to be using for our Gather Round Creepy Crawlies unit. Okay, so before I get started showing you guys extras, I do want to link up top for you in the iCards the flip through of the Creepy Crawlies unit. If you have not checked that out, I would suggest watching that first. That way you kind of get an idea of what is included in the unit and kind of how it's laid out. That will kind of give you a better idea of what is actually covered, and then that will make our little extras here even more exciting and fun. So I will link that up for you. That way you guys can check that out if you'd like to. So first things first, I will go over just a couple books. I really don't have a lot here because a lot of what we're gonna do was actually suggested in the curriculum, and it's bugs. So a lot of it is gonna be just doing things outside. But I did want to share a couple of the things that I got to go with this unit specifically. So first thing, you guys saw this with my book outlet haul, is the Usborne Young Beginners Bugs. So this one is really fun. This will be a great reader for my daughter. She'll be able to really kind of do this one on her own. So we will just have this out. So that one will be a good one. And then these other two, if you guys watched my our favorite books from Gather Round Ready to Read, you saw both of these books. And what I love to do, what I really try and do, is only purchase books that we're actually going to be able to use for an extended period of time and or for various units or subjects, because I only have one child. So I don't have anybody that's going to come behind her that could use, you know, this set of I can read level 1 books or anything like that. So books that we're only going to use for a small time period, I really try and get those from the library and focus more of my time, attention, and money on larger books that have more in them. So that is one of the reasons why I picked up the Under Your Feet book, Soil, Sand, and Everything Underground, because as I had mentioned before, this one is not necessarily just bugs, it's under your feet. So like it says, soil, sand, and everything underground. But it does include a lot of bugs. There's earthworms, and there's ants, and there's different types of soil, and different bugs, you know, do better in other types of soil, and just things like that. So it kind of helps us round out how things work together. But it also gives us additional information on, you know, the actual bugs that we're studying. So love this one. And then the other one that kind of falls into that same category is, of course, the Big Book of Bugs. So same thing with this one, we can use it for a variety of different things, and we can use it for a long time. So love these two. And I'm quite sure you guys have seen these around. There's a whole series of the Big Book of Books. So we have bugs and we have blooms. I think that's it for these, but then they also have like the Big Book of Blue, which is ocean, and they have beasts, and they have, I don't know, they have all kinds of stuff. So, but to go along with those, which I did not know they had until I started looking, is the big sticker book of bugs. So again, they have the sticker books to go with each of the actual books. But this one is really fun because it obviously, like, the illustrations are beautiful. And then at the top, it will tell you, draw legs on these centipedes to help them move. So, you know, she can go through and draw. But then also some of the pages, let's see what this one says. Draw your favorite picnic food on the plates. And then the other side says, stick flies on the food that you think they'll enjoy most. So she gets to draw her food, and then she flips to the back here somewhere, and it includes all of the fun stickers. And they are labeled for her, which is really good too, because this will be something independent she can do. So really love that. I originally was thinking of putting this in our morning basket, but the more I got to thinking about it, I don't want to limit it to just morning time. I want her to be able to pick this up and do it whenever. So if we're doing, you know, our quiet time, or if she wants to do a couple stickers while I'm reading, all of that stuff, that will be fine. So this will just go out on our bookshelf with our other books. That way she can kind of pick it up and play with it whenever she wants to. I did snag this off of Amazon. Everything that I can link for you, I will link for you guys down in the description. Next thing that I'm going to show you, I actually have to give credit to Christina. I believe it's Christina. I'm so sorry. At Rooted Homeschool. So she shared these, and I immediately went to Amazon and bought them because she shared them really at a perfect time for us, and I just thought they were really awesome. So she shared these cool life cycles. I know they're still in the bag. Some of them are not, so I'll show you those, but this one is a bee. This one, I have like dragonfly life cycle there. I got ladybug. And then the ones that we have already opened here are the caterpillar. So it's like just these little plastic pieces. And they're actually, I mean, pretty good size, which is nice. They're not real small, you know, since you have small hands working on them. But anyway, so the butterfly, and then I have 3 of the 4 pieces of the spider. Naturally, I'm missing the spider. I don't know. Oh, that's backwards. I don't know where he has made it off to. But I have those. So she suggested those, but then also doing them in a sensory bin. So I have put together a sensory bin. We tried a sensory bin before, and I just had like super random things in there, like popsicle sticks and beads and pipe cleaners. And she loved it because she just made a mess with it, and there was no rhyme or reason or like nothing we were trying to accomplish, which was fine. But I'm finding that she actually enjoys this setup a little bit more because there's a reason, there's something to do. She's looking for something, you know, it helps kind of create a little bit of the imagination. Whereas with the pipe cleaners and things, she was just like, okay, I mean, this is kind of fun, but like, I don't really know what to do other than just throw the rice everywhere and all the things. So I have put together this wonderful sensory bin. I know it's going to be kind of hard for you guys to see because I can't really tip it over, but I will do the best I can here. This actually gets stored right up here on this shelf. And well, I don't know if you can tell, but my daughter has already started to play with it, which I kind of was hoping that she wouldn't, so that it would stay like nice and pretty for the video, but real life, she has played with it because she enjoys it. And so I'm not gonna deter her from that. So anyways, this box, this tray is actually from Melissa and Doug Toys. And so I just ended up saving it because I figured there would be some way that I could use it, and it has actually worked out perfect for this particular thing. So this came from Melissa and Doug. Everything else is from the dollar store. So didn't cost me much money at all. Honestly, the most expensive things were the life cycles. And I think I was able to get the pack of 5 of them. Oh man, maybe like 20 or 25 bucks. I did have to do a little bit of digging around and kind of searching around. But I was able to find them at a fairly reasonable price. So anyways, tray is Melissa and Doug. I got like kinetic sand. These little like tools and things were a set again from the Dollar Tree. The flowers, she picked out flowers again from the Dollar Tree. And she likes to kind of hide the butterfly in there. And then she has a magnifying glass somewhere. I don't know. There's a magnifying glass somewhere. And so she likes to use the magnifying glass to kind of find it in there. She really has a good time with it. And then all of these like little pebble rock things, those were, I got a couple packs of those again from the Dollar Tree. She found some rocks outside. And so I just leave this up here for her. She can play with it whenever she wants to. My hope is that we will, I can use this during reading time so that she'll have something to do while I'm reading, that she can kind of play with quietly. So one other thing that we are kind of testing out is insect sculptures. So I actually have a little bin, which I should have grabbed it, but it's over here in our closet. But it's just air dry modeling clay. I think it's the Crayola brand. That's another one. I'll just link it in the description for you. What I really would love to do is take that modeling clay and like once a week, maybe have her pick a bug from that week that she really liked or, you know, she wants to make, and make it out of the clay, let it dry for a couple days, and then let her paint it. And then we can kind of have it up as a display and she can talk about it, and just kind of a keepsake, fun arts and crafts sort of thing that she can do as we go along here. So that is one other thing that I want to try and include. And then the other couple things are actually from the unit itself. So these are just optional activities. Again, this is included in the teacher's guide. I just kind of went through and picked out a couple of them that I think will be fun for us and things that we will actually be able to get done. And these are in really, I mean, I'll tell you what lesson it's attached to, but that doesn't necessarily mean we will do it with that lesson. We may just do it at any point when we kind of feel like it. So lesson 3 is a butterfly raising kit. This is extremely popular and I have seen this a lot. I'm really hoping that we can make that one happen because I feel like my daughter would really love that. I just need to do, actually, if you guys know, if I can do that now, I don't know if it matters if it's certain seasons, like, you know, I don't know if it's too hot now considering it gets, you know, almost 100 degrees in the middle of the day. So I need to look at that. But if you guys know, if I can do it now, it is the beginning of August. So if it's fine, then I will look at doing that. Otherwise, I don't really know. I haven't mentioned it to her in the event that we are not able to do it. I don't want her, you know, I don't want her getting upset about it. So anyways, if you guys know, for sure, let me know in the comments and I will go ahead and get that ordered. The other thing, clean your house for lesson 9 because we're learning about creepy crawlies or, you know, bugs in the house. And so it's to clean the house, and yeah, we can totally do that. We are going to clean the house. She kind of helps me out anyway, but any excuse of, honey, it's part of the lesson. You got to help mommy dust today. I'm sorry, you know? Anyways, so that's one. Lesson 10 is go on a spider hunt. Okay. So I don't know about you guys. If you have done this before, let me know in the comments. But when I was growing up, we spider hunted all the time. And I don't know if I live in an area that we also get fireflies. So it's like late February into March-ish is when we have fireflies. So we won't be able to do any catching fireflies this time, but that's fine. That's kind of a normal thing. We see them and catch them and stuff all of the time. But anyways, so the other thing I did a lot as a kid was spider hunt. And it's the way that it is in here is like just go outside and find a spider, you know, and draw a picture of it, you know, kind of journal it, whatever. Spider hunting for me when I was a kid was you waited till it was dark and you got a flashlight and we would go out, you know, go out into the yard and you would hold the flashlight on your head, you know, on your forehead like this, and you would shine the light and you're looking for little, you know, the little eyes of the spider. And that's how we spider hunted. And we would keep tabs, you know, keep a tally of who got how many or whatever. Sometimes we would try and chase them. I don't think that lasted long because I think we realized like we weren't going to be able to find them. And I think a lot of times depending on the time of year, we weren't actually seeing spiders. We were just seeing like the dew on the grass, but it was just such a fun thing. I vividly remember doing that with, you know, as a child. So we for sure will do some spider hunting, with this unit because that's just one of the fun things. So anyways, there are a lot of other really great things on here. But like I said, I just picked out a couple that I think we will, that we'll do and that we'll enjoy. That's not really going to cost me any extra, of course, besides the butterflies. But, and then the last one that was on here is head to a pond or even a puddle. See if you can collect some specimens of any of the creatures you've learned about. Try to identify them. Again, that's another one. We actually live fairly close to a river, so we may do a river day because, again, it gets like, you know, 100 degrees. And so I may just take that as an opportunity to have a field trip and go spend the day at the river. And if we happen to see a butterfly, we will take a picture of it and draw it, and we have successfully completed our field trip and our nature journaling for that day. So we have ponds around and stuff too, so that'll just kind of depend, but I wanted to make note of those so that I knew that they were out there and just kind of, you know, help me remember because sometimes I forget, right? Well, that is all that I have for you. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will talk to you soon.